Hi, Villanova fans. Welcome to the Wildcat Insider, where we take a deep look at Villanova athletics. We're here with Michael Pera, who has just won the very prestigious Villanova Male Student Athlete of the Year from our swimming and diving team. Michael's an excellent diver from Minnesota. Michael, congratulations on winning the award. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Nick. Appreciate you having me here.
Yeah, not a problem. The Student Athlete of the Year, it's one of my favorites every single season. It's such an honor. How does it feel to win that award?
It really is an honor. I was pretty blown away the other night. It was a great ceremony and like recognition with all the student athletes. But I was pretty blown away and pretty humbled and honored to get the award.
What's it like winning such great hardware through the years for yourself, winning the Big East Male Outstanding Diver of the Year award 3 years in a row, bringing home the hardware like that? That's been some accomplishment, huh?
It really has. It's been really great and really rewarding to kind of see years of whole season of hard work being able to pay off like that. And I never took it for granted or knew what was going to happen. You kind of got to go every year like it's a new one. And because it's a little new competition every year, but a lot of familiar faces. So it's fun to compete in the Big East with diving. It's a lot of the same guys year to year, and to compete with them and to be rewarded for putting in a lot of hard work it's great payoff.
Yeah. Talking with Coach Simpson the last few years, the men's swimming and diving team at Villanova seems to be one of the most improved programs we have at Villanova University. I see you guys getting better and better each year. I know the women's team has done well. The men's team has really made a big jump in the last few years. I've been very proud of you. To what do you attribute this great success in recent years?
I My freshman year when we came to Villanova, we had a big recruiting class on the men's swimming and diving team. And Joe and I, my teammate Joe, we were the only two divers on the team at that point. And so kind of building it from there, it was um, one of the big things that they talked about on our team, on our men's side, is they kind of use the phrase building the fire, of like how years of good coaching and stuff has been kind of laid down, but we got to keep that fire going and keep building it and building it. And so that's always been kind of a big part of our team culture as a whole. Like we want to win Big East, we want to do as well as we can, but to keep building that and keep rolling with what we have and building from that. I think diving wise, I gotta attribute all of our success as divers to our coach Todd. He was it was his second year coaching at Villanova when I became a freshman here, and he's really transformed the program, just being such a good coach, such a good kind of role model to all of us, and kind of building our little community as a diver group, and kind of putting in the work and the time and upgrading our facilities to get us to succeed at how we have.
Yeah. Always thank the coaches. Very important. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No doubt about that. Michael, you hail from Minnesota. Through all my years here at Villanova, we haven't had a lot of Minnesota kids on our teams here with so many of the sports we all work around. And there are two on the swimming and diving team. So what was that like? Tell us about your journey competing in the Midwest and diving as a youth and a kid, competing in those local states and counties, and then how it translates to competing on the East Coast at the collegiate level.
Yeah. So I didn't actually start diving till I was like a freshman in high school, and I started on my high school's dive team, and that was really kind of the most I did. I did a lot of high school and our season, and that was great. And competing in the conference and going to state in high school a couple times, and I knew it was something I got a passion for diving since freshman year of high school, and I knew I'd love to keep doing it, and to be able to go to college and keep diving would be a huge honor. And I didn't know, honestly, if I wanted to go D1 or if it was going to be a D2 or D3 school that I'd end up at. I kind of wanted to find a school that would fit me community and education wise, academically, and to have a good dive program would be just the cherry on top. So moving into college, being able to, it was kind of a big jump to fly out to the East Coast, and it's a little change of scenery, And I realized that the diving world, it's not a big one, but in the East Coast, it's bigger than it is in the Midwest, I think. And so kind of seeing a lot of the divers from up and down the East Coast competing in different Big East schools, and it was cool to kind of join that community, that kind of East Coast diving community, and compete with them there. It was definitely a big change and a big jump, and a lot more time practicing and a lot more commitment in college, of course. But so happy to have it. My freshman year, there was a swimmer from Minnesota as well, actually, and so I had that connection there. And then when Andrea, a sophomore diver, she's from the town next to me in Minnesota, so it was great. We actually had dove a little bit of club before in the past, and so I knew who she was when she came on a recruiting trip, and it was great to get another Minnesotan out here, and just kind of build that community from the Midwest.
Yeah. It's graduation time at Villanova and throughout many colleges in the country. How have you been spending the last couple of days with your family to celebrate? Did you have your own mini graduation party at home with your friends and family?
We're making it work. It's different than we expected, of course, but I was able to go home. I went home over Easter for a few weeks,
Right.
but actually I drove back here I'll have to pack up and move out.
Mhm.
I live off campus this year, and so the last couple weeks has just been my roommates and I. We've been back here at our house in Bryn Mawr, so
Okay.
we've been able to a couple friends who have been in the area, and so just like the kind of isolated group of us, where they were able to come over, and we watched the ceremony online and wore our caps and gowns all day, and kind of hung out. It's been beautiful here in Bryn Mawr, so we've been able to enjoy the backyard and some sunshine. But it's a bummer I couldn't spend it with my parents and siblings, but it's great to kind of to round out college and senior year with some of my best friends, being able to kind of enjoy it with the people that have completed my 4 years of college.
Michael, I've read about your plans to become a surgeon. Can you enlighten us about the next step for you and what you'll be doing come next year and beyond, and what your career might look like in 5 years, let's say?
it's it's a lot of up in the air, but yeah, like you said, my kind of goal and dream for a long time is to be a doctor. So I'm taking a gap year instead of going right into med school. And so this kind of applications opened up a few days ago, so I'm starting to apply to schools this spring and summer. And it's a long process, so it won't be a little while till I find out anything about that. But in the meantime, I have a gap year, a year of service in Honduras. So
Right.
I'll be working as a patient coordinator at a surgery center in this small orphanage in Honduras.
Wow.
So I was supposed to start that at the end of June, but with COVID and everything, I just got an email saying it's pushed back to October, which is a bummer and disappointing, of course, but it's good I can know that, and I'll focus on applications this summer instead, and then still be able to go down in October to be there, working at the surgery center, getting a good experience with both with patients, with doctors, working on my Spanish, all things that I want to do. So
Wonderful.
I'm looking forward to that. And in 5 years, the way med school works, I'll still be in school, so I won't have the career off and running yet. But
I shot for 5 years. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Eventually, I'll get back into the workforce,
Yeah.
but school
Nice.
first.
I'm glad you'll be able to get a little bit of a break, but also do well for our society. So that's great to hear. So, and Michael, thank you for your great work on the swimming and diving team, your excellent work as a student as well. And that's what it's about at Villanova. It's a great mix of academics and athletics. So, congratulations on winning the award and best of luck in the future. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm very honored. Thanks for doing this.
Once again, that's Michael Pera, the winner of the 2020 Villanova Male Student Athlete of the Year from our men's diving team. I'm Nick Montagna for the Wildcat Insider. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you next time.